Hello everyone and welcome back to our YouTube channel. I hope you are doing well. So in today's video, we are going to learn about SOQL keywords and the clauses in Salesforce. In previous video, I have explained the basic SOQL queries. Now we will understand the keywords and the different clauses that we can use to filter or optimize the records that we are retrieving using the SOQL queries. So if you don't know about the SOQL, how we can write the queries, their syntax, the video link I have provided in the description box. You can check out the video and then you can continue with the SOQL keywords and the clauses. So everything I'm going to explain step by step. For that, watch this video till the end and don't miss any step. And if you are new to our channel, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get regular updates. Now, without any delay, let's get started. Now, what are the SQL keywords? The SQL keywords are special words that helps us to filter the records, after that to sort the records, aggregate the data, limit the records, then we can perform the reporting like operations. Then without these keywords, we would need additional Apex code. So instead of that, we can use these type of SQL keywords to filter the records. Also, these keywords make queries faster and more efficient. Now without any delay, let's get started with these keywords so that we can filter or sort the records. For that, here I am navigating to the Salesforce Developer Console, and here I have already created one class which is SQL demo, and in that we have declared one method which is demo. Now very first we will understand the ordered by keyword. So here let me add ordered by, and now let me add the SQL query. So I need to remove this comment. And now what is this query for? So here we have declared the list, then the list name ACC list. After that we have added select clause, in that we added ID name fields, and then from the account, and now we want these records should display ordered by their name. Ordered by their name in the sense, so here the order by means by default it will sort the record in alphabetical order. So let me save this code. And now let's execute it. But here you can see in debug log, we are not able to see any record. Why this? Because we haven't added the debug statement. So here I am adding for this. I am adding because we want to display the records in a tabular in a particular manner. If we display the list directly, then it will we can show like in a single row. So for that, here I am adding account in ACC colon ACC list. After that, now let's add the debug statement. So here system dot debug. Here I'm adding the account name in single comma. In a single quote, we need to write this. After that, plus, and then using ACC keyword, we can display the name and then semicolon. So again, we need to save this code. And this time as I execute this code, open the debug only. Now here you can see we got the account's name in alphabetical order. First we have the B, then D, after that E. Like this, now we can see the account records. And now if you want to reverse this, means if you want to display the records in a descending order, for that here after the name we just need to add DESC, that means in descending order. Again let's save this code and again execute it. Here I am opening the debug log, and this time here you can see, and then like this the account displayed over here. At last, we have the Burlington Textiles. So in this way, we can display the records alphabetically ordered in ascending and descending way. We have seen how we can display the records by the account name. Now I want to display the records by the created date. That means the newly created record I want to see at first, and then like that the older record should be displayed at bottom. So for that, what we need to do, we just need to remove the name field from here, and then here I am adding created date. And after that, let's remove this descending keyword. Now let's save this class and then execute it. So before moving ahead, here is very big announcement for the Salesforce geekers. As you visit to our SalesforceFAQs.com website, here you can see, here we have complete guide to start the Salesforce and the agent force. As you visit to here, you can start here to learn Salesforce right away. And for you, here we have customized everything, your learning paths. So here we have the Salesforce admin and consultant. After that, the Salesforce basics. Then everything you will be find as per your requirement. Here also we used to post articles on the Salesforce function formulas, Apex and the triggers, Lightning Web Components, Omni channels, data loader tutorials, reports and dashboards, Tableau tutorials. Also we have the flows, agent force, and then we also have the trainings where you will get Salesforce admin training course, Salesforce developer training course, agent force training course, and with that you will also have all training courses where you will get admin, developer and the Agentforce training course in discounted price. With that, we have Agentforce live training, and we are going to conduct a live webinar on the Agentforce, which we are going to conduct at July. Build your Agentforce AI agent in Salesforce, where I will show you the demo. Using that, you can build your first Agentforce service agent, assign them topic, instructions and then actions. And regarding this, if you have any query, you can book a free call where I will be consult you regarding your queries. Now let's coming back to our topic. As I open debug only, and now here you can see, here we don't have any order in alphabetical way, but this time these record get sorted according to the created date. So let me add the created date over here. So what we need to do, we just need to copy this created date. Whatever the fields you want to use, you need to add this SQL query. Again, let me copy this debug statement, and here I am adding system.debug. Instead of account name, created date, and again here we need to provide the date, and let's save this class. Again execute it, and here I am opening debug log. This time here you can see, here we have the H communication account whose the created date is 2nd of December 2025. Like this, here we have the records, and then as I can show you at the last, here we have the newly created record. Okay, here it is showing by default the newly created record at bottom, and the record that already have created the old record, it is showing at the top. Now what we want to show the newly created record on the top. Here you can see, here we have one record which we have created 27th of April 2026. So these records I want to show at the top. For that, here we just need to add the DESC, and then let's save this class again and let's execute it. Let's open debug only, and this time here you can see the newly created record we can see at the top, and like this the Apex has been sorted the records that we have in Salesforce or the account object. Now let me close this one. So now we will understand the different keyword which is limit. So here I am adding limit. Now why we need to use the limit keyword? Like for example, in account object you have thousands of records, and from there you only want to retrieve any particular number of record. Now, for example, in the account object, we have 10,000 records, and here I want to retrieve only 10 records. So here what I can do, here instead of order by, here we need to add limit. Limit keyword, and then we need to provide how many records we want to retrieve. So here I want to retrieve 10 records. So here let me remove this debug statement, because now we don't need any created date field. And now let's save this class. Let's execute it. Click on execute, debug log, and here you can see this time we got only 10 records. Here you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So basically in the account object we have multiple records, but still we added the limit of 10. Because of that it has shown only 10 records. Now for example, we have retrieved the 10 records, but still we want to display the records from those 10 records in a 5-file format. That means first 5 records I want to show first page, then another 5 records I want to display in another page. So like that, if you have the multiple records like thousands of records, then you can decide any number, and according to that it will display those number of records on one page, and then like that it will complete all the records. So basically here we have retrieved the 10 records. After that I want to display only 5 records on single page. For that we have the another keyword, which is offset. After adding the offset, here we need to add how many records you want to display on one page. So here I want to display 5 records, and then another 5 records will be displayed on another page. Now let's save this code and let's execute it. Let's open debug only. But here in the debug log, still we are seeing the all 10 records. Now why it is showing these 10 records? Because whenever we will add this offset, we need to use the pagination. Pagination in the sense we can use the pagination using the LWC or the Visual Force pages, where we can add the pages, and there for each page we can add the offset how many records we want to display on that particular page. So because of that, here we are not able to see only the 5 records on one page. In the upcoming session I will explain how we can use this offset with the pagination in SalesforceFAQs. Now the next we have the count. So here I am adding count function. We can say this function. For example, you have the number of records in a particular object, and you don't want any data from that object, but still how many count or how many number of records are present in that particular object. For that we can use this count function or keyword. So here instead of these fields we can directly use the count function, and then we need to remove this limit and offset, because we want to know all the records that we have in the account or any particular object. For that, as I save this, now here you can see we got the error, which is illegal assignment from integer to list. Now how this error came? Because we want to know the count from the account object, but here we have declared the list and then s object. Instead of that, what we need to do, here I am declaring integer. For that, here I am changing the variable name. Here I can say record count, and now we can ready to save this. We can save this code. As I save this code, here you can see here we have the variable does not exist. Okay, so here we need to comment out because we don't want to show anything over here. Till here I will comment out this code, and now we can save this. Okay, so here until here I want to comment out this code. Let's save this. And now we don't have any error. Let's execute the code. Debug only. Okay, we need to display the count. Again, we need to open this, and let me copy this debug statement, and here I'm adding over here. You can say this total count, and then here we need to provide the variable name, which is record count. Let's save this again, and now let's execute. Here you can see total count 17. That means in account record we have total 17 records. So this way we can use the count function or count keyword, how many records are available in particular object. Now here it is showing all the records that we have in the account object. But now what we want, I want to know only those record count whose industry is particular, or we can say that you can add any condition as per your requirement. You can add the condition on any field. So here I am adding the condition on industry. To add the condition, what we need to use? We need to use the where clause. After that, I am adding here industry is equal to healthcare. And now let's save this. And here we don't have any error now. So let's execute it. Debug only, and here you can see total count 1. That means we have only one record whose industry is healthcare. So like this we can use the count function or the keyword along with where condition, using which we can add the filter for our records. So like this, here we have number of keywords using which we can filter or sort the records to increase the performance of our Apex classes. I hope whatever I have explained, you understood that. If you also want to create your own Agentforce agent, then do register for the webinar that we are going to conduct 8th of July. It's totally free, and if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get regular updates. Thank you.